When Lina Saeed was 5 years old, a fever stole her sight. She had been a child of music, born with a violin in her soul. Even when darkness took her world, the strings became her light. For 15 years, she played in silence, her bow dancing on instinct and memory, her music speaking what her eyes no longer could. By 20, Lina was a blind prodigy. Her name echoed through concert halls. But her world was black, filled only with sound. Then came the call. Doctors told her there was a match, a donor, a rare opportunity. A full corneal transplant. It had to happen immediately. Without hesitation, Lina agreed. The surgery was a success. And when she opened her eyes, she could see. But what she saw was wrong. At first, it was subtle. Shadows that moved where nothing stood. Faces in mirrors that weren't hers. Pale figures watching from the corners of hospital rooms. She told the doctors. They said it was post-operative confusion. Trauma. Medication. But then she went home. In her apartment, she saw them more clearly, people with hollow eyes, standing still but vibrating with a silent scream. One appeared beside her mirror, lips moving but no sound coming out. Another, a child with a cracked skull, sat on her bed and pointed toward the window. Terrified, Lina fled. But the visions followed her. She visited the eye clinic again, demanding answers. One nurse, pale and trembling, finally spoke. Your donor was a girl. Died in a car crash. But what they didn't tell you was, she claimed to see the dead. Said they haunted her. She had drawings, rooms full of them. Lina's world shattered. What she thought was a gift, was a curse passed down. But she couldn't run. Every ghost she saw wasn't random, they were drawn to her music. Every time she played the violin, they gathered. At first, she feared them. Then she started listening. They weren't here to hurt her. They were asking for help. A mother who never got to say goodbye. A murdered boy whose killer still walked free. A soldier who died without knowing if his wife survived. Each ghost brought a story. And with each story, Lina uncovered a thread in a larger tapestry. There was something binding them all. A man. A name. A place. The visions led her deeper, into cemeteries, abandoned homes, old hospitals. She began recording their stories through music, turning haunting melodies into maps of their memories. But someone didn't want the truth revealed. Someone alive. As Lina came closer to uncovering the identity of a serial killer who used to work in the hospital where her donor had died, she became a target. The living began to fear her more than the dead. But she had one weapon, her violin. In the climax, she performed a final concert, live-streamed to the world, a piece written from the voices of the dead, revealing the truth about the murderer. As the last note rang out, the police arrested the man hiding in plain sight for years. The ghosts began to fade. Not because they were angry. Because they were finally heard. Lina never gave up the violin. She played not just for crowds, but for the unseen. For the ones still waiting. For the silence between the strings. Because now she saw everything. And the dead knew her name.